Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is Word Origins 162. The word origin today is groovy. Okay, again, some students have asked that I just step back for a second if they want to take a screenshot of the board before I start the lesson. Again, I always recommend that students actually use the captions function, the English captions function on YouTube. Then you could see every word that I speak in the video, not just the words that are on the board. Okay, anyway, I'm stepping back for a second. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Now's your time to take the screenshot. All right, let's get into it. If someone says that something is groovy, it can mean that it is cool, neat, fashionable, etc. It can also simply mean of or relating to grooves in something. Okay, like the little lines in something. Later on, we will see that it actually refers to the record player, like all the lines that went around, those were grooves that the needle went around. So let's continue. The word groovy is believed to derive from jazz slang, especially from the phrase in the groove. The idea is actually connected to playing well and in a smooth way without any effort. All right, now, so I guess the idea is like, you know, when you play the record that plays very smooth, they're not making any mistakes, everything's going well, because it was all pre-recorded to be perfect. So, you know, you're in the groove, you're in the rhythm, everything's playing very well. That was the original idea of where it came from. All right, let's continue. If jazz musicians were in the groove of the music, just like the needle on the old record players playing the music. In the 1930s, it was originally spelled with an E, as in groovy, G-R-O-O-V-E-Y. This was popular in the 1930s and in the 1940s, and the word was reborn again in the 1960s during the hippie counterculture movement. And the word started taking on the meaning of cool, fashionable, excellent, etc. And the E was dropped. Yeah, anytime you see any old movies, anything to do with hippies, they're always saying groovy, groovy, groovy. You know, in the 60s, the late 60s, even up to the early 70s, I can still remember this word being used a lot, even when I was a little kid. So, and, you know, it never 100% went out. It kind of, you know, was quieted again in the 80s, but came back in the 90s because a lot of hippie styles came back in the 90s. So let's take a look at some examples of the way we may hear it. Simon and Garfunkel had a hit record in which they repeated the line, "Life, I love you, all is groovy." That's the way the song used to go. Meaning, you know, everything was cool, everything was feeling fine, everything's all right, everything's excellent, you know, because groovy was just such a big popular word at that time. In the 1990s, Austin Powers' character often repeated the word groovy to anything he thought was cool or interesting. Remember in the story with the Austin Powers movies, he was supposed to be frozen and then they unfroze him, and, you know, but he was originally, you know, they froze him in the 60s, so he still used all the slang and all the jargon from the 60s. So he used groovy a lot. And again, like I said, you still can hear some people using groovy. And here's the third one here. I like this song. I think it's groovy. You know, just good enough. Okay, anyway, I hope you got it. Hope it was informative. Again, if you like these videos where you can learn about where the origin of the word is and how it came about, I'd appreciate if you give the video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.